Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for... Oh, I forgot my mouse. Hang on. Thanks for clicking on the dreaded D Rose report. Hey, just wanted to let you know this is kind of funny. WWE ShopZone.com has just started a Father's Day promotion where you get 10% off and a free necktie if you spend $65 at least. Somebody's got a little sense of humor there with that necktie bit. James Storm of Beer Money suffered a separation of his right shoulder at Slammiversary. He worked the TV tapings though this week. Doesn't appear to be going to be missing any time. And let me see. I'll probably be on putting this on tonight around 9, maybe between 9 and 10 o'clock my time. I still can't get this thing to work right. I don't know why I'm not connecting with YouTube. Must be something going on. Maybe it's the same person that take her into a vegetative state. It's making me mad too. Alright, let's get going. WWE returns to Honolulu, Hawaii. August 18th, 7 p.m. Tickets go on sale June 26th at 9 a.m. And if we can get a big bus together, hey, let's go. Oh, we probably have to have a vote too, I guess. Let's go. WWE officials are working with the city officials of Atlanta, Georgia, on plans to making an event for WrestleMania 27. And during during the night of last night's Raw, the NXT rookies attacked Bret Hart backstage. Raw superstars, like I said, just watched on the big screen and just never did anything. And I think that's kind of odd because they go to save John Cena, but don't save the Raw manager. If I was Bret Hart, I'd be pissed. Zack Ryder, though, suffered a concussion last night in a four-way match. Let me see, this is Wednesday on Monday's Raw. Anyway, when John Morrison powerbombed The Miz off the apron onto Ryder on the floor, Ryder wrestled another 5 or 6 minutes with a concussion. And what's odd about it, you couldn't tell the difference in his wrestling. PWI Insider reports that Michael Jordan, by the way, was backstage at Raw Monday. There's been long-time rumors that WWE wants Jordan to host an upcoming episode of Raw and do the guest host manager. And it's believed that that's what he was pitched on the concept of Raw the other night. F4WOnline.com Figure 4 weekly newsletter reported that Tuesday Vladimir Kozlov is the favorite of the WWE locker room. While no one, of course, he could probably talk bad about people and nobody would know it. While no one feels that he's particularly that good in the ring, though, he's said to be a very nice guy who tries hard and is legitimate sympathy for himself because he's a lower card comedy act, which it's all right with him. Of course, it'd be all right with me too. Just make the check good. Bryan Danielson is keeping up with his lips being sealed about anything to do with WWE release, but in a Twitter update Wednesday, today, he confirmed that he is available for independent bookings. It says still not the right time, other than to say this. And he said, I'm now available for independent bookings, which I just said. Weekend rumors that Danielson had conveyed his interest in accepting independent bookings were used as evidence that maybe his WWE release is real. Of course, the other ones didn't get fired, by the way. I just got a feeling, there's going to be a big battle royal on one of the pay-per-views coming up. Although John Cena respects that UFC has accomplished, within the realm of MMA, he tells a USA story that the UFC 115, that the first of the company's event that he actually watched all the way through, did nothing for him. And they do have a lot of laps in between their matches on there. I don't care for it either. Condense it down, you'd probably have a good maybe 20-minute pay-per-view, just matches only. Anyway, Cena says who says no way for any amount of money to the idea of crossing over into martial arts. He said, notes that he watches the UFCs and it just don't do anything for him. Nonetheless, he's complimentary of the strides mixed martial arts has made in that sports in recent years. Dark match before SmackDown taping in Raleigh, North Carolina. We've seen Dos Caras defeat a local wrestler, Jason Stone. You know him, don't you, Jason? Following matches were taped for this week's Thursday's WWE Superstars on WGN America. Kofi Kingston taking on Trent Beretta, Yoshitatsu taking on Primo, and the Usos taking on Goldust and Mark Henry. Cody Rhodes will face Mark Henry's rookie, Lucky Cannon, on next week's episode of NXT on Sci-Fi. It's also noted before WWE recently trademarked the network. It sounds like its name may be associated with something, phrase or as trademark, like entertainment services, namely like wrestling exhibitions, performances by local wrestlers, professional wrestlers, and entertaining, providing wrestling news and information via the internet. But they just got the network thing. I think someday it's just going to be WW, no WWE. It's just going to be Worldwide Wrestling or World Wrestling. I think they're going to shorten it down sometime or the other. Because they don't use the E very often. They usually have the two W's. And they could easily form that second W into a dark W, which would be three W's, Worldwide Wrestling. Anyway, what do I know? After last night and tonight's TNA Impact tapings, here's what the card looks like for Victory Road so far. TNA World Heavyweight Title, Abyss versus Jeff Hardy versus Mr. Anderson versus Rob Van Dam. Tag Team title is going to be Beer Money versus Motor City Machine Guns. TNA Knockouts, Angelina Love versus Madison Reigns. X Division for the X Division title. Brian Kendricks versus Doug Williams. Didn't we just see that on the other one? And Ric Flair, which I think would be great. Ric Flair taking on Jay Lethal. It may not be a good match, but it'd be kind of funny. They're going to be mimicking each other. Maybe he can do a Jay Lethal impersonation. June 12th episode of AM Raw scored a 0.63 rating with 668,000 viewers. Monday night's episode of Monday Night Raw with the NXT Fallout, Mark Fernstein, all that stuff, guest host, did a 3.42 cable rating with about 4,800,000 viewers. And the show did hours of 3.36, 3.35. So apparently a few extra people did tune in to see what the hell's going on with the NXT bunch. Actress Florence Henderson, who played Carol Brady on the Brady Bunch, is going to be hosting the July 12th WWE Raw from Lexington, Kentucky, and I just can't wait. I'm so excited. Maybe she'll sing like she did at the 500. What is it? On the banks of the wall, whatever she sings. But oh, that's just going to draw in a ton of people. Florence Henderson, and she just, I don't know why she's there. All right, WWE still hasn't announced guest host for post-Fatal 4-Way Raw next week. Rob Zombie is going to be hosting the Raw the following week. That should be good. WWE, by the way, taped tonight's NXT and SmackDown from the RBC Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. And the only thing was announced before the taping is going to be Drew McIntyre taking on Teddy Long that night. Don't know what's going to go on there. As noted before, Big Show is going to be appearing at USA Network's Royal Pains Wednesday night, tonight. Later that night, Show will be appearing on NBC's Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, probably promoting Royal Pains, which is going to be already over. Raw superstar Edge is set to star in a new movie, WWE movie called Chasing Hawk. Chasing the Hawk. Edge will play a lawyer from New Orleans who loses a classic car and then goes out to find it. The movie will be an action comedy. What kind of premises is that? Anyway, the theme song for TNA's Victory Road pay-per-view is going to be 10 Things to Do If I Live by The Wake Effect. I guess got a few seconds here. ODB, by the way, departure didn't come as a surprise to anyone hardly in the company. OBD's had heat on her for the last few months after comments she made about TNA on her Twitter account and media interviews. So ODB's gone. Damn it. Hey, thanks for clicking. I'll have it on air tonight. I gotta go.